Hey everyone, I'm Cory, Medical Exercise Director for CoreLife. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Today we're going to talk about the 5 basic or foundational movement patterns that make up the rest of the movements and exercises that we do in a day-to-day. So these are the ones that we're going to want to master so that we can do these other exercises and tap into these more complex exercises, knowing that we have this foundation set. So I'll stand back here and go over these 5. Just as a kind of to recap these, it's bending or hinging, squatting, pushing and pulling, which are kind of a combination movement right there, lunging or split stance movements, and then rotation. So those are the 5 that we're going to discuss today. As a reminder, our offices are still temporarily closed, so if you're looking to meet with your care team and progress kind of through those initial visits, please give us a call and we can hook you up with a virtual visit through our telehealth platform. All right, guys, I'm going to stand back here. We'll go over those 5. The first of which is going to be hinging or bending. And really that's just kind of a fancy way of saying that I'm going to bend at my waist here. I'm going to bend at my hips, and it creates almost like a door hinge type of movement pattern. So I'm going to get my hands up here, and all I'm doing is sticking my butt back and bending at the waist for 5 repetitions. 3, 4, 5. This particular movement is the one that we should be doing and that we should become experts in when it comes to picking things up, bending down and picking up really anything and placing it on the top shelf. It's all going to start with that hinge-like movement. Moving on is a sit to stand, or in other words, a squat. This one also makes up a whole host of different exercises. And the way that I'm going to go over it is very similar to the proper squat form video that I did. I'm just going to do basic sitting and standing. So this right here I'm going to do for 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the interesting thing about that squat is it actually starts off with a hinge-like movement. So you can already see how they're starting to play into each other. Moving on to the third type of movement here, it's kind of a combination of 2, but it's just pushing and pulling. So I'm going to take these 2 cans here as a form of resistance, and I'm just going to do a basic push and pull exercise here, which is a chest press and a row. So these cans are going to add resistance to my upper body, and I'm just putting emphasis and focus on squeezing my chest and pushing out, and then squeezing these cans and pulling in as I squeeze my shoulder blades. So I'm going to do this for 5 reps as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was movement number 3. We got movement number 4 here, which is just rotation. So for that one, I'm going to do your basic standing rotation, where I take these cans as my form of resistance and I'm just twisting. It's a trunk twist here. I'm just rotating side to side. I'm going to do 5 reps each. So here's 3, 4, and last one, 5. So 4 down. I'm going to put these cans over here. We got one more to talk about, and that is really any sort of split stance exercise, which basically mimics your walking pattern where you got one foot in front of the other. So one of the best exercises to go over that is really just your basic lunge. And I'll kind of show this from 2 different angles. But you have the step back lunge here, where I'm just stepping back, split stance position, and I'm just bending my knee bending that back knee ever so slightly. Show you from the side view here, just stepping back and bending my knee. I'm in that split stance position here. It's almost like a single leg squat or split stance squat. I'll do this for 5 times. So we got 3, 4, and last one, 5. So 5 basic movement patterns here, guys. bending, squatting, push-pull, rotation, and then split stance or lunging. Throw those into the mix. Today I did 5 repetitions per, but you can definitely crank that up to 10 reps and then do a couple rounds of each. But those are going to be the exercises that we want to master because they lead us into the other exercises that are more on kind of the complex side of things. All right, guys, I apologize for that background noise, but hope you gained something from this video. Please leave a comment. Please leave some feedback. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thank you. Have a good one.